Awards Gala. My name is Paulo Coutinho, and I am a proud board member of MAPS, and I am also a clinical social worker at the Cambridge Health Alliance.
And I'm Alírio Pereira, a child and family social worker at MAPS. We are very honored to be this year Gala co-chair, and we hope you enjoy this beautiful event. Eu só quero falar umas palavrinhas em português. Paula e eu nos sentimos orgulhosos por sermos co-presidentes do Comitê da Gala deste ano e esperamos que todos desfrutem de cada momento desta maravilhosa festa. Obrigado.
Olá, muito boa noite a todos e sejam bem-vindos à Festa de Gala da MAPS 2013.
We have planned a very exciting evening for all of you tonight. It's a great honor of me to be here as well. My name is Felipe Zamberlini. I am a Brazilian, an immigrant, and I am also a dreamer here in the United States of America.
And I'm Laura Rodrigues, a women's health educator at MAPS. I'm delighted to be here tonight representing my fellow staff who are committed to providing social and services to thousands of Portuguese speakers every year.
As you know, the Awards Gala for MAPS is the largest fundraising event that is held annually, and all the proceeds from here tonight are used to continue offering much-needed services to the Portuguese-speaking individuals and their families in the state of Massachusetts, so they can lead healthier and safer lives.
A Festa de Gala é o maior evento de arrecadação de recursos da MAPS e ajuda a custear serviços importantíssimos para inúmeras pessoas em Massachusetts. We want to thank you all for being here supporting the initiative and for making MAPS mission possible. A round of applause for all of you.
At this moment, I would like to invite to the stage MAPS Board President Elizabeth Shabbs.
On behalf of the entire Board of Directors, it's my pleasure to congratulate this year's awards group of award recipients. We're guaranteed to leave inspired tonight by these 6 individuals, their achievements and contributions to our communities. Paulo has worked really hard to realize his dream of having a MAPS endowment. As a result, MAPS created its endowment to engage in long-term financial planning and to help develop programs vital to the community. MAPS, as an institution, will be there to meet the needs of our community well into the future. We will surpass our goal of $250,000 by June 30th of this year. Just as we complete the 10th fiscal year anniversary of launching the endowment. As soon as our endowment reaches that critical number of $250,000, it will start contributing annually to the areas that were designated by those who created each of the funds within the endowment. Right now, those include general operating, elder services, youth services, social services, promoting civic engagement, and a lot more. I'm very excited to, and also like to thank and announce the 3 new funds that were started recently. The Joe and Dorothy Shabbs Family Fund, and that was specifically designated for the citizenship services. Sal Pothu Family Fund for elder services, and Carlos Lima Family Fund for citizenship and civic engagement. On behalf of everyone at MAPS and those we serve, I want to thank the Shabbs, Pothu, and Lima families and all of our endowment donors for their thoughtfulness, generosity, and community spirit. We have a round of applause to everybody that
I want to start by saying thank you to all of you for coming to the MAPS 2013 Awards Gala to help us honor our distinguished award recipients, celebrate the many successes of our Portuguese-speaking community, and support the critical work that our organization provides. So, muito obrigado. Thank you. As we gather here tonight at this beautiful Renaissance Boston Waterfront Hotel, right by the seaport in Boston Fish Pier, I'm reminded of the Portuguese-speaking people's seafaring tradition, rich history, and community presence in the United States. Although our communities may be widely spread out in terms of geography, and we as immigrants came from as many countries across the world, our language and our oceanside origins bind us together. Portuguese speakers, all of us, are one of the largest linguistic groups in Massachusetts and account for approximately 500,000 people in our state, according to the US Census 2011 American Community Survey. And we believe the actual figure to be much, much higher. Looking at the bigger picture, immigrants as a whole contributed to about 16% of our state's total economy in 2010. That's pretty impressive. Immigrants pay sales taxes, income taxes, and property taxes each year, contributing roughly $3 billion annually to the state of Massachusetts. And in the US, immigrants contribute an estimated $20 billion to the economy. According to the latest data, 67.7% of the US labor force, a sizable majority, consists of foreign-born workers. They're more likely to start their own businesses, and we have proof of that tonight, Mr. Salcoto and his colleagues. More likely to obtain a patent, boost earnings, and create more jobs in the America's economy than non-immigrants. So when you hear immigrants being used as political and economic scapegoats, blamed for all of society's problems, please speak up and challenge fear with facts. Absolutely, we have so much to be proud for. And now, and finally, a thank you to our caring and dedicated staff who are standing in front of me right now. Aren't they beautiful? That's what MAPS looks like. They worked very hard in organizing tonight's gala. They are an incredible group of professionals who continue to inspire me every day.
This year we are deeply honored to have achieved, as Paulo mentioned, $120,000 fundraised. And as a matter of fact, we've achieved not only this, but another monumental accomplishment as well. In its entire history since 1970, and since the MAPS Award Gala has been in existence, we have never had as many sponsors as we have here tonight, or as much being fundraised through these sponsorships. So please give our sponsors once more a big hand.
Good evening, and welcome to the MAPS 2013 Awards Gala. My name is Duarte Carvalho. I am the CEO of Riverside Management Group, and I am speaking on behalf of this year's Platinum sponsors, as Dunkin' Donuts franchisones, Itafua, Couto, Rodrigues, and Carvalho families are proud to be MAPS Awards Gala Platinum sponsors for the third year in a row. It is with great pleasure that we continue to support the Awards Gala, MAPS, and its many efforts to serve and unite our local Portuguese-speaking community. The MAPS mission is to advocate for Brazilian, Cape Verdean, Portuguese, and other Portuguese-speaking residents of Massachusetts, and to facilitate the growth of a thriving community of Portuguese speakers in the state. This resonates with us today as much as ever. MAPS works hard to increase access and to remove barriers to crucial health, education, and social services for the Portuguese speakers in Massachusetts. Whether through direct services, advocacy, or community development, MAPS is an essential part of what keeps our communities united and safe. But the demand for services is on the rise, and often there are not enough resources to meet every need. We recognize just how important our support is in these times of economic uncertainty. As Dunkin' Donuts franchise owners, corporate social responsibility is very important to us. We are dedicated to serving the basic needs of our local communities. You may be aware that our 3 franchise owners, as well as many other Dunkin' Donuts franchise owners, and a good number of our employees are Portuguese speakers. So this community holds a special place in our hearts, and we applaud the work that MAPS is doing for those who need help.
In this year's award ceremony, we are presenting the 6 very honorable individuals. To present the first award of the evening, the MAPS Mary and Mingo Rogers Lifetime Community Service Award. Please welcome to the podium Mr. Mingo Rogers Jr., the son of late Mary and Mingo Rogers.
He has spent his life in research in linguistics and the teaching of linguistics, with a particular emphasis on the foundations, preservation, and the advancement of the Creole language. But I don't think that's the main reason that he's being honored tonight. He's being honored because he has always remembered what education has meant for him and has been a catalyst in gaining the opportunity for education for students who might not otherwise have had that opportunity. At this moment, I would like to ask that he come forward and receive recognition for his efforts.
But I feel tongue-tied. I feel tongue-tied because Father is so emotional, because I'm very emotional to receive this very special award for an agency that I've always respected, that I really think a great deal of. And a lot of English said, right, it's a family. It's a family that understands the existence of immigrants, the barriers, the difficulty, the dreams, the aspirations, all bottled up sometimes in an English language barrier. So MAPS, under the leadership of Paulo Pinto and his colleagues, has been able to guide us towards as immigrants, to understand the language of possibility. What I mean the language of possibility, we arrived here in Dorchester, Massachusetts in 1966. My parents with 7 kids with 5 suitcases. My youngest brother, Vinny de Macedo, is now a state representative. So it is possible if you have the opportunity, and I think that's what MAPS stress, and I will continue to support MAPS, and I will encourage you to continue to support the great work that they do.
This award honors Item De Silva. Mr. De Silva is a man who persevered in the face of very traumatic events. Someone who was able to take that tragedy and use it to fuel a strong work ethic and a passion to help others. Item's sister, Igla De Silva, lost her battle with leukemia at the young age of 13. Idom founded the Igla da Silva Foundation with the hope that his sister's ultimately unsuccessful search for bone marrow transplant would not happen to others. The Igla da Silva Foundation, based in the US and Puerto Rico, is now the largest recruitment center for the Be the Match registry, identifying more than 38,000 new potential bone marrow donors every year.
When my family came to the United States, we were looking for the best hospital, the best doctor in the world to try to save my sister. Unfortunately, what she really needed to save her life was someone from the community who would match her. Being Brazilians, we needed to find someone from the Brazilian community to be able to find her a match. The chances for her would be so much higher to find within the Brazilian community. And that's why our partnership with MAPS that opened doors for the Portuguese-speaking community, so patients from the Portuguese-speaking community have a much better chance of finding a match. So I wanted to thank for this award tonight, but also I want to invite you to join us. We could not be here today as the largest recruitment center in the United States, coming from an immigrant family who came here struggling to save a life without the work of MAPS and many individuals like you.
And now we have two awards within one, and it's the MAPS Manual and Coutinho Outstanding Volunteer Awards. Please welcome to the podium, presenter Miss Sissy Coutinho, daughter of late Manuel Coutinho.
Ms. Cavallo spends her free time working long hours to support various nonprofit organizations. She has been the president of the Portuguese School of Cambridge in Somerville for the past 4 years, as well as a volunteer there for much longer. It is Ms. Carvalho's dedication to the community and to volunteering that earned her the Manuel N. Coutinho Award. Congratulations, Maria Carvalho.
I'm very excited to be able to be up here to talk about the Escola Portuguesa at Cambridge and Somerville. It takes a village, as you know. This award really goes to our school, to the dedicated teachers, Vera Duarte, Ina Silva, Sameiro Veloso, and Josef Rodrigues, and Antonio Santos. To the committed board, volunteer board, I might add, Elena Domingos, Elena Movsesian, Irene Carroll, Sandra Herdigan, and Paula Martins. And to the hardworking students and parents for knowing the value in the society of learning not only another language, but the language of your culture and heritage. Learning Portuguese matters.
The second award recipient is Nelson De Silva. Mr. De Silva might have come from humble beginnings, but he has used this experience and his passion for reading and writing to pass on to others one of the most useful and empowering gifts someone can give, literacy. That is why I am honored to be presenting Mr. De Silva tonight's second Manuel N. Coutinho Outstanding Volunteer Award.
The best thing the women can do is to serve the fellow man in this world. We serve the fellow man. We are, if we serve the fellow man, we are serving ourselves. Thank you, MAPS. Thank you, all people belonging to MAPS. Português. Eu sei que ser humano que serve o semelhante serve a si mesmo. Sei também que ser humano espiritualmente esclarecido é como diamante lapidado.
Agradeço de espírito aberto as pessoas que me fizeram chegar a este importante evento.
It took 10 years of hard work for Mr. Couto to make his dream a reality. But he didn't stop there, because today the Couto Managed Group employs more than 1,000 people while supporting more than 60,000 establishments. He first founded the Couto Management Group in order to better manage the 14 shops that he already owned. This shows just how passionate Saul Couto is about business, administration, management, and the welfare of his employees. His dedication and hard work has gotten him this far, and here today as our award recipient.
I am personally very touched and humbled and proud to receive this award in recognition for my achievements as a businessman in the community. I just want to take that opportunity, and I do that since when I have before people such as this great group of people here tonight to basically motivate all of us immigrants, everyone that came from this country, to be able to achieve and work towards your goals and the American dreams. Because overall, it's in the United States, the best country on earth that you can achieve your dreams. So please work towards that.
In addition to being an accomplished veteran news editor, reporter, producer, and host, Anthony Silva has not forgotten the importance of giving back to the community. He has lent his hosting skills to numerous charitable organizations around Boston, such as Work Inc., HOC, for abused, Help for Abused Women and Children, Dollars for Scholars, and many more. For the past 2 years, he also found the time to support the MAPS Awards Gala as one of our masters of ceremonies. And for that, we are very grateful. When we take a moment to think about the difficult challenges that immigrants and their families face on a daily basis in today's society, we can see why we need to recognize inspirational leaders like Anthony Silva. He has accomplished tremendous achievements in his lifetime, and without a doubt, he will continue to do so.
My brother and I grew up in Peabody, running through Portuguese clubs. We ran around the Club Luis de Camões, the Holy Ghost Society, and we understood that it was important to be part of a community. It was said earlier today, Maria said that, it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a community to make a village their own. And this is what MAPS does. I am inspired by what you do. You do the hard work of repairing families, of helping men and women understand how important families are. That's the root of our community. I speak on the radio, and you deal with real people, with real problems every single day of the week, and I really respect what you do. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for this award. It's a real honor. And thank you again. Obrigado.